For hundreds of years, Egypt has been a focal point for curious archaeologists and researchers seeking to chisel out answers to some hidden truths. Aside from the crumbs of knowledge garnered about ancient Egypt based on biblical references, some existing structures continue to throw up mind-boggling questions as to how they were constructed with such precision by men believed to be primitive. The Egyptians had an interesting way of fusing astronomy and mathematics, and this laid the very foundation of their civilization. In every aspect of their lives, from constructing colossal monuments to charting the stars, the Egyptians demonstrated an unparalleled mastery of mathematics. This proficiency enabled them to craft a celestial-inspired calendar meticulously attuned to the movements of heavenly bodies. The Egyptian calendar, with its 365 days supplemented by an additional 5 for festivities, stands as a testament to their precision and ingenuity. Yet the secrets of how they achieved such accuracy continue to captivate researchers and historians. Their mathematical insights not only influenced their architectural marvels and land surveying, but also played a pivotal role in the construction of the iconic pyramids. However, perhaps the most intriguing thing is the profound connections between astronomy, religion, and architecture in ancient Egypt. The alignment of temples and pyramids with celestial phenomena, such as solstices and equinoxes, suggests a deeper spiritual significance to their architectural designs. The remarkable precision with which these monumental structures were positioned has sparked heated debates among scholars and astronomers. Egypt's civilization dates back over 5,000 years. These people of old left behind brilliant architectural wonders from the Pyramids of Giza, the Great Sphinx, and the temples of Luxor and Karnak. A close look at these sophisticated monuments has buried questions in our minds. How did they achieve these, since conventional technology was only an invention of the 20th century? The Pyramid of Giza. The Pyramid of Giza remains the oldest survivor of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. But that is just one of the reasons it is outstanding. Another reason is that the pyramid aligns perfectly with the north cardinal point of the Earth, a phenomenon that even modern-day science has no explanation for. To say the least, all 3 pyramids of Giza aligned precisely to form the symbol of Orion's belt. This can't just be the brainwork of primitive men on animal skin. There's obviously more. History has it that the pyramid was constructed by Khufu, the second king of Egypt's 4th dynasty, around 2436 BCE. It was not until the 19th century that a couple of scientists investigated, about 5 miles to the west of the pyramid, in the necropolis of Zawiat El Arian. And there they found a site that might just be the smoking gun we needed, the site where the Layer Pyramid is located. Then, Gaston Maspero and Jacques de Morgan revisited the site in 1896 and discovered the passageway into the heart of the pyramid. But none of these men came close to the explorations of an Italian artist and archaeologist, Alessandro Barsanti. Alessandro spent half his life working with the Egyptian Antiquities Service and, along with his team, discovered something in the pyramid that would rattle existing lifelong theories about the structure. During his exploration, he stumbled upon a rectangular pit stretching deep into the ground. To his surprise, the pit was stacked with limestone blocks weighing 3 to 4 tons each. As they progressed down the pit, they stumbled on expensive pink granites. What could they mean? This only pricked his curiosity the more, as such stones were only found in places of great importance. However, his hopes were punctuated after getting to the end of the tank and finding nothing but a black wall. He died in 1917, and so did his dreams of uncovering this truth. But one thing is certain: the pyramid didn't just shoot out of the ground like some fig tree. It was constructed piece by people. Contrary to popular belief, this architectural marvel wasn't built by slaves, but by the hands of over 100,000 skilled workers. During the annual floods of the Nile, when farming was impossible and unemployment rampant, These workers dedicated 3 months of each year to the construction of this monumental structure. Under the pharaoh's watchful eye, these workers were well taken care of and provided with good food, clothing, and eternal gratitude in the annals of folklore. The Great Pyramid stands as a testament to their ingenuity and dedication. Standing proud with its sides aligned to the 4 cardinal points, each base side spans an impressive 755 feet, rising at a majestic angle of 51 degrees and 52 minutes. Once towering at a height of 481 feet, now slightly diminished to 451 feet, this colossal structure was built from approximately 2.3 million limestone blocks, some weighing as much as 16 tons. How did these men lift such heavy stones? Some archaeological sites littered around Egypt showed us how they moved construction materials into the Giza Plateau by exploiting the Nile through the boatmen. Some of these materials include granite cultivated from Aswan quarries, tools for cutting through copper, and timber from Lebanon. It's still fascinating to know that copper was the strongest metal they had. Judging by how soft copper is compared to other metals we know today, we can only imagine how remarkable the intelligence of these men was. Is there something Egypt is not telling the rest of the world? Generally, it's still a strong theory believed by most people that the ancient Egyptians made use of levers, sleds, and ropes to move massive stones to build the pyramid. Another theory suggests that exterior ramps were used and spiraled around the pyramid as they were built. Another suggests that interior ramps were used instead. Now the big question is, how many sleds or ramps were strong enough to lift 2.3 million gigantic stone blocks to build a structure 481 feet in the sky, with each block weighing up to 16 tons? Some people believed that they couldn't have done this engineering by themselves. Rather, they were supplied with uncommon technologies from extraterrestrial beings while the humans did the dirty work. However, the pyramids were just one of the many structures in ancient Egypt that archaeologists have been peering into. The Sphinx. The Sphinx is one of them, a piece of sculpture designed by the ancient Egyptians, carved out of a single piece of limestone. It has a more mysterious origin than the pyramid. The Great Sphinx stands as a silent guardian, with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh, believed to represent the pharaoh Khafre. Geologist Farouk El-Baz raised a striking theory in 1981 that the Egyptians of the time didn't sculpt the art from scratch. According to him, the winds from the desert were the original artists, forming the edges of the lion-shaped body, while the Egyptian masons did justice to the pharaoh's head. However, the true purpose and meaning behind this majestic statue remain shrouded in mystery. It has been estimated that it took 100 workers to finish the sculpture within a 3-year period using a hammer and copper chisel. One theory suggests that the Sphinx was built to align with the rising and setting sun on the solstices, serving as a symbol of solar worship and some celestial alignment. Another mystery surrounding the Sphinx is the question of its age. While most experts attribute its construction to the reign of Pharaoh Khafre around 2500 BC, some alternative theories propose a much older origin, dating back to a lost civilization or even pre-dynastic Egypt. The erosion patterns on the Sphinx's body have sparked debates about the possibility of it being much older than traditionally believed. Over the years, this structure has suffered much erosion, with its beauty slowly fading away, its face disfigured, and its nose already missing. Among the many folk tales explaining the absence of the nose, one particularly popular myth attributes the Sphinx's nose to the cannonballs fired by Napoleon Bonaparte's army during their tumultuous presence in Giza in 1798. However, a compelling piece of evidence challenges this notion. In a mid-18th century drawing crafted by Danish naval captain and explorer Frederick Louis Norden, the Sphinx stands proudly yet conspicuously noseless. This depiction, preceding Napoleon's campaign, dispels the myth. Renowned archaeologist Mark Lenner delved into the secrets of the Sphinx, conducting detailed archaeological studies that unveiled a startling revelation. His findings suggest that the Sphinx's nose was deliberately broken, not by the forces of war but by the hand of man, using hammer and chisels, maybe wielding instruments of intentionality between the 3rd and 10th centuries AD. Adding to the mystery are the hidden chambers and tunnels that exist beneath the Sphinx. Some shafts and chambers are known to be found inside the body of the sculpture. Theories abound about secret passages leading to undiscovered chambers, filled with ancient treasures or sacred artifacts. Could these underground tunnels hold the key to unlocking the true purpose and mysteries of the Sphinx? While some of these shafts were originally dug by the ancient stonemasons, others were dug by archaeologists on a treasure-hunting expenditure. So far, at least 3 more shafts have been discovered. 1 at the top of the Sphinx's head and 2 on both flanks. It is believed that under the Great Sphinx is a compartment known as the Hall of Records. This is said to be a library that contains a wealth of knowledge about the ancient Egyptians, written in papyrus scrolls, just like the Great Library of Alexandria housed uncommon knowledge. So far, there has been intense debate as to whether this library truly exists or is merely a theory of an overexcited archaeologist. However, we have explored this topic in a detailed video, which you will find in the description. As we ponder what hidden technology ancient Egyptians relied on, one thing remains certain: there is so much we do not know about Egypt. But what's even more scary is that someone out there could hold these answers but decided that if history is to be preserved, it should be hidden forever. Subscribe to the channel, and if you're thirsty for more knowledge, just play the video on the left of your screen.